All right. So as I was saying, um, we now imitate God. The world sees that the whole tendency of the divine admission and character is to make a man holy and to produce in us what is lovely, true, honest, and of good report. And so it demonstrates that we as Christians have a purpose. That purpose is to bear this good fruit and to demonstrate it to the world. So the true test of a disciple is his fruit. Okay. It's not necessarily the disciplines or anything like that. The test is our fruit. Are we bearing the fruit of the Spirit? And sometimes we mistake fruit. We look at fruit and we think that that's a fruit. But if the fruit of the Spirit isn't there, then we need to be cautious about other fruit that we see in that person's life. Just because they're talented, just because they have the ability to sway people, if they don't have good character, then they're not truly a disciple of Jesus Christ. It's a character that God is working on and trying to change in our life. It is not in the words, but it's in the devotion, the perseverance, the character that proves that we have a changed heart. And so it's that perseverance, that pressing through whatever comes our way. That is the thing that's going to demonstrate who we are in Christ and that we have been made new, new creation. Oops, I didn't realize I had this here. Okay. So verses 9 and 10, as the Father loved me, I also have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments and abide in his love. So God's love is a manifestation of true character. Okay, when you read 1 Corinthians 13, you know that love is all about character and the character that we have. Abiding in his love includes walking the assurance of peace and the identity as a child of God. It gives us assurance. We have peace because we're walking in him. We are his child. He cares for us and he works in us his love and his care. So that's what it's about. In this we are being made into his likeness and image. First John 3:1 says, Behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed on us, that we should be called the children of God. Therefore, the world does not know us because it did not know him. Beloved, now are we the children of God, and it has not yet been revealed what we shall be. But we know that when is revealed, we shall be like, or we shall see him as he is. Everyone who has this hope in him purifies himself just as he is pure. So, this incredible love that has been poured out on us, that we should be called the children of God, we live this out, we walk in it, we abide in his love, we continue in it, we immerse ourselves in it. Lord, I want to just be immersed in your love. And we walk in that love as much as we can. We just let it work in us powerfully and mightily. Romans chapter 5 speaks about how the love of God is shed abroad in our hearts in the midst of tribulation and pressure and struggle. And so as we walk in this and we abide in him, his love is there. We have that love poured over us, strengthening us, keeping us. And it's difficult in the difficult times, we abide in his love, we let it envelop us. And I think that this is so important. A lot of people really struggle because when God disciplines them or when they're going through a tough time, that's when they doubt God's love for them. That's when they allow the enemy to come in and make them estranged from God, separate them from God. But that's the time God invites us into his love. And so that's what we really need to understand. It's like it tells us in Hebrews chapter 12, whom the Lord loves, he chastens. It's the Lord's love that we are being disciplined. And so we need to just envelop ourselves in that love. And, just like a little children who gets disciplined by their father and then they're crying and they come and come back into their father's arms and they seek that love, that assurance that they're still loved, even though their father disciplined them. We need to do that same thing. We need to be as wise as the little children. a little child. And when we sin and when we're disciplined, we need to press back in to the arms of Father, and He will reaffirm His love for us. He will show us how much He loves us, and He calls us to abide in that love, to stay in that love. All right, I think we're going to stop there.